Hi, my name is Aaron Kazmerzak, and this is my ME305 final project. I've decided to do smart blinds. So my problem that I was having was our blinds in our bedroom are pretty annoying, one to get to and two to adjust. The rod is just really hard to use. It's pretty torquey and it just takes a lot of work to get the blinds open and closed. And so I decided that I wanted to, manually be able to control the blinds, and two, implement the project criteria in order to have a sort of smart blinds that adjust to the light level you'd like in the room. So, if we take a look here, my user input is going to be this IR remote. Here's my IR receiver. And then I've got my LCD screen as my display, as well as my photocell for my sensor. And then I've got a 0.59 Newton centimeter NEMA 17 motor for my actuator. So I have a few different modes you can do with this. So first off, we have a manual mode, and that's going to be the user input mode where I can just control it completely manually with the remote. And with that, I can just hit this forward button, and what that'll do is it'll go ahead and open up the blinds. And if I click it again, it'll stop. And as you can see, the light level is being displayed, as well as a position, which I'll get to. And then what I can do is I can read what the maximum light level is right now in the room. And it looks like it is about 54, 56 is what I'm getting. And then if I go ahead and close it all the way, I get down to about 22. So that's the manual mode. I can also go ahead and switch to hitting this EQ button, the actual feedback loop mode, which is going to be using the sensor as a way to detect the light and change the motor position. So I'm going to go ahead and calibrate my sensor. So right now my light level is about 22, and that's with my blinds pretty much completely closed. So I'm going to hit this ST/REPT button, and what that'll do is it'll ask me to calibrate a minimum light level. I'll go ahead and click 23, and then my maximum was about 60. So if I click that, it'll ask me to input a maximum. I'll go ahead and put in 55 just to be safe, and I click it again, and that gets me to calibrated. Then I'll go ahead and switch it to my sensor mode, and what I can do now is these buttons are equally spaced between 0 and 9, and what that does is it takes the average of the minimum and the maximum and equally distributes it to each button. And so with 0 being the lowest level, 9 being the highest. And so if I want my room at, say, light level 0, I hit 0. And then if I want my room at light level 5, I just click 5, and that will get me to open. The blinds will start opening up, responding to that prompt. And as they're opening up, the light level is changing. And so it'll slowly change while the blinds are opening. And then once it gets to the close enough range to the desired input, then it'll stop. And with this, it'll continue to have feedback from the sensor, and says you have a setting you set throughout the day. Even while the sun's moving through the sky, that light level will stay exactly where you want it, and the blind will adjust. And so once we've gotten to our desired range, it'll go ahead and stop. It's about 10 is going to keep you within the range. And yeah.